Hello guys, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. Decided to do a quick mental skill point and loadout for mental DPS and DC Universe Online. So we're going to go straight into it. We're going to be looking at my mods first, so you guys know what kind of mods you're looking at putting in your armour slots. You are looking for might. Mental is a might power, okay? So anything you can get red sockets would be might. Any blue sockets should technically be might, and it really doesn't matter as long as it's might. I've got might and health in my blue and vit and might in my yellow. However, I have foregone my chest and heads because they buffs give me a weapon critical, and I don't use my weapon, so I shoved mights in there too. Anyway, we're going to move on to skill points. Now you can slow this video down and pause it if you're looking to spend it exactly the way I've spent it. I've got 209 skill points, so if you're sitting about that, you could probably copy this exact same cost. However, if you're a little bit lower, or even better, higher, then you'll obviously add in extra stuff, or not as much depending on which way you are. So I'm not going to go into each and every single one through the commentary. I'm just going to tell you which ones you're looking to spend at if possible. Now, if you're not using weapon mastery, you don't need to worry about two specific weapons to get those combos. You can save yourself some skill points if you're going to use the buffs and the power, okay, which I'll explain later on. So for me, it doesn't matter what I spend or which weapon I use. So I technically went for the main 4 in each weapon to get those 4 and 8s, and I then moved to those with obviously your critical damage bonuses. And then underneath that, I would choose might. Okay, so now you're looking to get 21 skill points spent, if I remember correctly, so that you can get those bottom 3, which is your obviously your might and your precision. I'll show you now. Gives you 25 of each point. You want to get as many of those as you can, so the more skill points the better. So in order of importance, you're looking for your critical damage, you're looking for might, then precision. If you've got any spare points to get to those 21, shove it in vit. That's what I've done. You could shove it in power, you could shove it in health, it really doesn't matter to me. It depends what kind of player you are. I've shoved it in vit to get those bottom 3, as you can see there. Okay, now the best thing you should do is, if you're not bothered with what weapon you put the points into, is check to see which ones give you the might ones first. Not all of them do. Half give you precision, half give you might. So go for the might first, that's your priority. Then obviously if you've got a lot of skill points and you're looking to get those bonuses at the end, then go to the ones that have got precision. Okay, you'll also notice that some of them don't have, I think it's only 1% critical damage bonus, whereas some of them, like that one there, whereas some of them have 4%. So if your skill points are limited, go to them first, get the 4%. Common sense, get the ones that are higher up first and then work your way back. And don't forget your super speed, okay? So we're going to go into the loadout now, okay, and telekinesis. So in telekinesis, I've got telekinesis. I've got telekinetic push. I then have psychic renaissance, telekinetic bolt, and then I have, as you can see, that's a 4, so that's it, 4 in that one. Illusion, I have 4. Okay, psychic blades, obviously, psychic shock, psychic flames, mass terror, and then it's menace, and then it's grandeur. So 6 ones in this. This is your important one, okay? You can't forget any of these. And iconic powers, apart from the 2 main ones at the side there, which is the sword to give you those extra damage, I have it in the other 3 that you can see there, just to give me some extra vit and power. But your critical attack damage, that's your priority. So 2 of them, depending on what you're speccing into. Loadouts, most important part. Okay, so this is one of 2 loadouts that I'm going to show you. It's only a slight deviation between the 2. So the first loadout I've got is telekinetic bolt, psychic shock, phantom flames, mass terror, menace, and the most important one, psychic renaissance. That is the most important one, because you've got to pop this one first before you start any other rotation to get your power back. If you don't pop that, you'll run out of power very, very quickly and you'll be useless. So psychic renaissance is going to be your main power you pop first, and then I'll show you the rotation right now. It's on a single target, so it's not going to be the best, but it's just a quick show. Okay, so psychic renaissance to get your power back, menace, and then repeat your first 4 moves. So it's pretty easy. So psychic renaissance to get that power back, then you're going to be popping menace. It's got a longer cooldown, okay? Then you're popping your first, second, third and fourth power out in a row, and just you could probably get 3 rotations of that before you're hitting psychic renaissance again. By that point menace should cool down, which you can hit straight away, and then rinse and repeat. So psychic renaissance, which is my last power there. That's the most important one. You could probably put it on the first bar, whatever's easier for you. And then Menace whenever it cools down, and as long as you put the first, second, third and fourth, you're good to go. I've not tried switching them about to see whether it makes a difference from whether, you know, one's before the other, or, you know, I've not tried that. I'm not really into going into that much detail, but it works for me, and I'm pretty sure this is a loadout where I got the 125 crit. Obviously I used a supply drop and I popped my drink at the same time, but it's not bad considering, and it was on a single target, so remember that when it wasn't in more than one target, it's your damage splits. So okay, so that's just one variation of the loadout. The next one I'm going to show you is extremely similar, although it swaps out Menace and puts in invisibility. Okay, I'll explain why in a second. So first of all, I'm going to show you the rotation. This is a loadout. As you'll notice, invisibility is in the place, or just before I've swapped out where Menace sits in. Mass Terrors is instead. Okay, so I'll go over that again in a second for you. Alright, that was a bit fast. So instead of Menace, you've got invisibility, and you pop your Psychic Renaissance first, as usual, because you need that, and then you pop your invisibility, and the key to invisibility is it allows you to use 2 more powers. Okay, so you're getting 8 powers in your loadout instead of 6. Pretty handy. A friend told me this, so this isn't my idea. So Psychic Renaissance, invisibility, Menace, Pyro, 1 power, 2nd power, 3rd power, 5th power, rinse and repeat. Okay, so you can do 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 5th power about 3 times before you need to pop Psychic Renaissance again. Now invisibility does take a while to cool down, so just keep repeating that until that comes available. Once invisibility is available, pop Psychic Renaissance, just so you don't forget mid-rotation. So pop Psychic Renaissance as soon as invisibility is available, then it's your Menace, then it's your Pyro, and then it's your first 3, and then your 5th, and repeat. Okay, so what I was going to do here is I'm just going to switch into my other loadout, the one I just showed you prior to this, to show you, to see if there's any difference between the two. Now I've just realised that I need to actually go out of combat before I can do anything, so bear with me. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the combat bar to go out, and then I can switch over to the loadout with Menace in it. So this is a loadout without, as you can see, Menace is there now instead of invisibility. Okay, so I'll show you what kind of damage this does. So it's the same rotation, so it's Psychic Renaissance, then it'll be Menace, then it'll be the first 4 moves. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the same targets just so it's not going to be biased in any way. So we'll show you now. So it's Psychic Renaissance, Menace, first 4 powers as you see. And then I'll repeat the first 4 powers again, as you can see again, and then again. I think I'm going to go for it. Yep, you can probably get 3 in. By that point, Mass Terror's just about to go, so I'll pop Psychic Renaissance, then Mass Terror pretty quickly, does a wee bit of a clip, and then first 4 again. And this is the damage, so watch it for yourselves and see. I'm not really sure, to me it's very close. I would probably say the other one has the edge, but like I said, this is the one I used to get that 125k crit, so each to their own. So what I'm going to do, just in case you want to use that loadout, the one before with invisibility, I'm going to show you exactly what I spent. I've just realised though I'm in my old loadout, so once I realise that I'll switch, and I'll show you exactly what I use in invisibility.